Don't want to lose the essence of my being just by the title of motherhood. I don't want to lose who I am by just being his mom. So first things first, I am a first-time mom. Like, girl, there's so many things that I'm realizing as a first-time mom that now I'm like, I appreciate my mom so much more. Like, I feel so bad for the turbulent years in my teenage years that I've given her more headache than she could possibly need or should have had. But it's also such a beautiful thing because you're figuring out about yourself, you're learning about yourself, you're learning more about yourself. So first thing first is, do not forget about yourself. Like, if I've learned anything, is to also prioritize myself as much as I prioritize my son, as much as I care about my son as well. Unless I'm in my best self, there's no way that I can give him the best version of myself. So therefore, I have to prioritize myself. It's so much that goes on with being a mom. Like, one of the things I realized is that I'm big on procrastinating. I'm a last minute planner. I'm last minute, like, oh yes, I'll go out, but completely last minute. Everything is always like, I'll think about it, and then out of nowhere, I'll change my mind. And with being a mom, you need to plan. Like, you need to plan. Planning has to be your number one thing. You need to have a babysitter and a backup babysitter just in case if the original babysitter does not cancel. Like, I'm telling you that there's so much that I'm learning that I'm even like, what? Like, all the areas that I suck at just as an individual, especially with timing, especially with planning, those things are like being like spit back in my face because, like I said, you have to plan everything. You have to make sure everything is according to what your son needs. And I'm also one of those moms, if I take my son somewhere and he's crying or he doesn't like it, we're out of there, because I don't want you to be frustrated by my son's like whining or crying or things that he needs, and then you take it out on my son, and then there's gonna be a problem. Like, I don't know how else to put that, because it will be a problem. So I always want to think about his safety. I want to think about if he's in the right environment. I don't care if it's family or friends or anybody. I always scope out the best people that I know that they have the best intention for my son. And they are also in an environment that is full of love, patience, and just good things. Like, why would you take your son somewhere just because that's your auntie or that's your mom? I don't care if it was my mom. Like, if my son is not comfortable, he's not comfortable. I'm his advocate. That's what I think. I am his advocate, so I need to speak up for him. So if I see something that's happening and I see his reaction, I'm very connected to my son. Like, I see his reaction when so-and-so picks him up, or I see his reaction whenever he goes into a new environment. I pay attention to those details, and that's something that's so important to me because, again, I am his advocate. If he can't speak up verbally and we have this connection and he's just like, Mom, I'm not feeling it, Mom is out of there. I don't care how bad I have to go to an event. I don't care how bad I have to go somewhere, but my son first. Like, I'm a mom first, whatever the case may be. That's like a priority to me. Now, with all that being said, again, let's go back to prioritizing ourselves as mothers. I just don't want to be one of those mom, it's just like my son, because I want to have my own identity. Before I was his mom, I was just Ree. Like, I was a woman, and I don't want to lose the essence of my being just by the title of motherhood. I don't want to lose who I am by just being his mom. To me, that just is like, I'm cheating him out of a good person, a good woman in his life, a good mother, because then resentment is going to creep in. You're going to start feeling resentful because here you are, like, doting your time, doting yourself, doting everything to your child. And then, like, what do you have for yourself? That's why we're so depleted. That's why this whole like strong woman thing is not for me. I'm going to take up the help. I'm going to ask for help. I'm going to reach out. I'm going to put myself in a position where I get assistance, because like we can't do it all. And as much as we've been like given strong backs and all these superwoman title things, I don't want to be that. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just not in that space. Like, first time moms, like, I'm realizing so much. I need the help. I need the compliments, because you're taking care of a human being. Like, it's really like you're responsible for someone's well-being. You're responsible for someone's like future, basically, because the little humans that we're raising will be adults one day, and like based on what you've taught them, they're going to go out into the world, and if they're not well equipped to handle that, so many things are going to fall back on you, and with that responsibility comes a lot. It comes a lot. So with that being said, again, prioritize yourself so you're becoming the best person. Take a mental health break, like for real, because hearing a child cry or whine, or constantly you get up, you don't even like do your face anymore, you don't get dressed anymore, you don't do your nails anymore, you don't go to places anymore. And please, I know that there's mothers out there who really don't have any help, and my heart goes out to you, because I know without my mother and my siblings, I will lose my mind. The fact that they even come and pick up my son, the fact that they have such a good relationship with my son, the fact that they just call, or like they see something at the store, they get it for him, or whatever the case may be. I am so grateful for that, because I've seen the other side. Like, even my own mom, like, we came to the States and it was just me and her. And honestly, I understood, like, a lot of times she was like, she needed a break. She needed a mom break, because constantly it was like, mom, can you get this? Mom, can you do that? Or mom, take me to school. Mom, take me to practice. Mom, do this and that. And without that help, it's crazy. It's crazy. And again, my heart goes out to you. My heart goes out for you, because it's such a rewarding title, but it also comes with so much. It comes with so much. And without our community, it falls apart. Sis, I be sitting there sometimes like, I just want to breathe. Like, besides being a mom, you're also working. You're also doing other things. You're also doing so much. And again, if you don't have those breaks in between, you're going to break. Like, you're going to break. It's either going to come in form of you snapping. It's going to come in the form of you losing your mind in some kind of way. It's going to come into a time where you're not going to want to get up. You're not going to do anything, because you're just so overwhelmed and so tired. So those mental health breaks, those, like I said, prioritizing yourself, making sure that you're doing the things that you love, the things that even if you have to cut down your budget, because babies are expensive. They're growing by the minute. So I get it. If you have to cut down some things, like for me, I can't shop as much, or I can't do the things that, like, I can't do impromptu girls trips anymore. I literally have to plan things out. So, but with that being said, I'm still also not going to cheat myself out. I just have to know that here and there, is this the trip that I really want to go to, or is this a trip that I can skip out on, or is this something like, it's so many things, so many details that happen, but I'm refusing to forget about me. I'm refusing, and I mean refusing, to just be a mom. No, because I'm cheating my son out of a good experience with me. I'm cheating him out of like happiness, because babies feel that. They feel the energy. They feel like my mom is always depressed. My mom is always like, ugh. And with that can, like, they can feed onto that and also be like whining and crying. And then that also can like mess with you. So like I said, prioritizing yourself, taking care of yourself, allowing yourself to get help. You need to get help. You need to get some sort of assistance. Do the things that you enjoy, whether you have to budget down, you have to sacrifice some things, but do not forget about yourself. Do not forget about your dreams. Do not forget about what it is that you love. What about you? Like, as many titles as you get in this life, there's one relationship that will stick with you for the rest of your life. Your son or your daughter is going to grow. They're going to have their own life. They're going to have their own thing. What will you have? What will you have? That's like I never understood people that stayed in relationship because of their kids, like, or just mere fact of staying because of your kid. Like, your kid needs to see you in a healthy relationship. Your kid needs to see an example of healthy relationships, healthy boundaries, healthy like individuality. They need to see that. So if you're around toxic, if you're around things that they can see that it's taken from you, like you're literally emptying your soul, I don't think that's a healthy place to be, or a healthy situation to be. So again, like, make the best choices for yourself, and also get help. I cannot say that enough. Like, build a community of people that care about you and your child, that care about your well-being as well. And also, like, get a babysitter, do rotation. Like, if one mom needs to go out in your friend group, like, you're not the only mom, then y'all do rotation. Or, y'all find a good babysitter together. At least your kids know each other and they can stay together. And then y'all go out and have a good night and come back home, or whatever the case may be. But find breaks, in between breaks. Even if you get home for a second, or when your baby is napping, or your baby is sleeping, do something that you love. So that way you're not building resentment. You're not building like anger or depression because you've lost yourself. Losing yourself is the worst thing you can do. Like, it's so depressing. It's so like, what's my purpose again? Like, and again, being a mom is amazing. I'm so thankful that God chose me to be a mother, to be responsible for another human being, to be the source of life. I'm so thankful for that because, one, I've always prayed to be a mom, and that to me is a beautiful thing. But in the midst of that, I want to find a balance, a medium where I am also prioritizing myself. I'm also not losing myself in this title. I'm also doing the things that I love so my son can see me at my best, so I can be a reflection of just grace, of happiness, of knowing that within I'm happy. And I can reflect that back on him. I can send that energy back to him. Like, moms that are so like calm and patient and gentle parenting and things like that, there's something about them that says like I've taken care of me too. I've loved on me too. And I know how to handle this. Like, the aura itself is beautiful. So take care of you, sis. Do not forget about you. First time mom struggles are real. Like, whether it's within yourself, whether it's learning how to manage scheduling, it's learning how to manage planning, budgeting, because again, babies are expensive. So all of those things play a big role. So you must never forget about yourself. You are so important. You are the key. You're raising the next generation. Like, God left that in your hands. So you must put yourself first. So that way you are like sending off the right energy. You're raising the next generation to be presidents, to be doctors, lawyers, entrepreneurs, whatever the case may be, or just good human beings. Like, that I feel like we're missing a lot of good people, like genuinely good intent folks. So I wish you well, sis. Again, please listen to what I'm saying. Prioritize yourself. Take care of yourself as a mom. Do what you need to do. So I wish you well. And I'll see you in the next video. We got more fashion coming up. We got vlogs coming up. We got so many other things. I hope that you grow with me. You stick around with me. And I thank you for the people that have subscribed. I procrastinated on creating a YouTube so much that just to see people subscribing makes my heart so warm. I'm so thankful for you. I'm so thankful that you even sit down and listen to my video. I appreciate you so much. Drop a comment below and tell me about your first time mom stories. Tell me what it is that you're struggling in so we can come up with more videos together, or we can just message me. I don't mind having private messages. I'm willing to listen to you. I'm willing to talk to you. It can be anonymous, whatever the case may be. But ta-ta.